Hey, it's Matt Roush,
And Mike Brennan.
and we're back with another segment of the M Squared TechCast with a fellow Mike and I have both known for a good long while now. He is sort of the dean of angel investing in Michigan, David Weaver. So welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you, Matt.
You've been identified many ways. I don't know about Dean of the Angel Investors. That's the first, but I like that actually. So,
Or the grandfather of
the
angel.
grandfather of the Angels. Let's start off with. I'm assuming most people that watch this show know what an angel investor is, but just in case, why don't you explain what an angel investor is?
Yeah, these are individuals that have the net worth of at least $1 million plus, excluding the cost of their own personal home property, or annual income of at least 200K in the last 3 years, repeating, or with their spouse of 300K a year type of thing, income.
So
it's either
somebody like
income
Matt
driven
Roush, then,
or
right?
assets. Sorry?
Somebody like Matt Roush, then, right? So
There you go.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You think far too highly of my investing acumen, I can tell you that right now.
So David is, he was the Great Lake Angels, and then you teamed up with Duran, and you formed Cityside Angels, and then I just saw you sent me a week or two ago a report for Birmingham Angels. So are all three of these groups active or what?
Yeah, Great Lakes Angels is evolving into being a fund, $10 million angel fund in that same space where you do pre-seed and seed level investing. Great Lakes Angels was the first group in the state 2002, charter member of the Michigan Venture Capital Association and the Angel Capital Association, which is global now in the way of that, and all angel investing, early stage pre-VC investing, okay? So we put that on the table. We'll start fundraising probably later in September. Pick that up again. We put it on hold because we had a lot of folks who are interested in doing their deals rather than being in a fund. So we started Birmingham Angels, based here in Oakland County, but servicing all Southeast Michigan, and investors from all over the state are joining, and some folks from New York, New Jersey even. But that is a group where we have individual checks written by the investors themselves into deals they see, and we bring to them. Used to be in face-to-face at our office above Walgreens in Birmingham there next to Papa Joe's, and now they're virtual Zoom meetings, but we're still seeing a lot of deals. And we started the group in last summer, and then had our first meeting September, October, November at the offices there, and ran January, February, and March. And so and then when the report we did was through June. Of that period of time, just 9 meetings, we had 10 companies get funded out of 30 presenting. 10 out of 30. That's like 33 1/3%, if you do the math.
Yeah, it's pretty
high for that. And I think by the time we get done with September, we're going to be above that. We've got 4 deals in play right now, and probably closing on 3 of those before the middle of September. So we're very fortunate. We have angels that are not sitting on their hands when they see a deal they like, and we work real hard to pick them good deals. And it shows that because they're investing in them. So we're getting funding. It's close to 900K in 9 months of deals. So we're anxious for more deals and more investors.
Okay, so what sectors are the hottest right now? I know back when we first met, it was mostly either IT services, software, or life sciences. Are those still sort of the big 3?
Yeah, we're very eclectic. We're deal driven, not sector driven so much. But what's really hot is wearable technology, and we're seeing a lot of medical device companies coming in right now, solving COVID type issues, but also reducing costs for the hospital. You can't put something in the market anymore unless you knock out costs someplace to embrace it. So the 6 months there, we had 4 medical device deals, 2 SaaS deals, 1 wearable, 2 B2B, and 1 B2B2C type of thing deal. And the 4 in play right now, another B2B, 2 medical, and 1 more SaaS. So we're all over the map on this. We just want to find something that looks like it's going to have a relatively short exit and not need that much in the way of millions of dollars to follow to get to market and get acquired.
And just to translate what he said, B2B is business to business, SaaS is software as a service,
Thanks.
B2C is business to consumer. I'm assuming this audience is up to these things, but there may be folks that didn't quite understand what you were talking
Yeah, I
about.
know it's going to break that down. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I think we're very fortunate that the investors who signed up, are willing to part with their money when they see something they get very passionate about, and it's not a gut feel, it's stats. And one of the things we do is one of our secrets for getting things done so fast, and most of the deals we've done are done in less than 60 days from the time they pitch, which is
Wow.
remarkable. I've been raising money as a CEO myself before, and it's like 3-6 months to then get a no. If it's yes, then it drags out to get the term sheets done. So we if it's a no, they find out early. If it's a yes, we move quickly. And one of our biggest secrets is the software we have that Dorian helped get started a couple of years ago called SidePitch. So anyone listening out there, if you're an entrepreneur looking to raise capital, I don't care whether you're in Michigan or not, sidepitch.com is a place to put your deal, because more and more investors are signing up to look for deals, and can be seen and visible by a lot of folks.
How is that spelled?
SIDEPITCH,
Okay.
SidePitch, all one word.
Okay.
.com. And it's a great platform because everything's transparent for the investors. They can see all the due diligence things, everything the company puts on there, including a gap table, which oftentimes is something that investors want to see, and companies don't think of putting that in there. We want to know who's in the deal, money-wise and debt-wise. We
Right.
want to know all that. It helps us make a decision much faster to move forward. So we're hoping maybe get the fund launched this fall. And SidePitch is great. We'd like to make it available to all investors, individuals, and groups in the state of Michigan. So we have one platform that we can have everybody on and share the due diligence, everything, and find everything there. Like right now, when we have companies that I want to syndicate after our money's in them, I can send a link to their deal to another investor or investor group in Michigan or elsewhere and say, here's the deal. You can read everything the company's put in. You don't have to. Company doesn't have to go and add everything all over again to another place. They can forward all the information, make it real quick for the next person or an entity to make a decision on it.
Okay. So what else can we talk about here now? You gave me a long list of things you wanted to discuss. So what would you like to talk about next?
Well, I think to end on a good note for today's session is that the good thing is that there are investors that are out there seeing money sitting on the sideline that's not going to go in the market with the volatility right now. They're looking for something where they can park that money, know that's in companies that are normally 2 years, sometimes plus, before they're really in the market. So all the nonsense that's going on in the market right now is not really affecting these companies. They're not in that space yet. By the time they get in there, things will change, and they'll have solutions that are still going to be valid at that time. So it makes a good sense to put your money over there with these companies and wait 3 to 5 years for an exit. The goal is obviously to have 3 to 5x return or better on your money. But there's a lot of excitement. We're even seeing deals. We're focused on Michigan, but we've got deals. I got one in the queue from California. Dorian and I look at deals coming from Israel. A lot of good technology there. There's more VCs in Israel than anywhere in the country except Germany and the US. Because all the deal flow coming out of there is just incredible. We want a piece of that.
Yeah, Israel, I know, is really big on cybersecurity, and I believe healthcare is another big area for them, right?
And agri-tech is also one of the specialties we like, and they're very strong in that because they're living in a desert. They learn to do marvelous things with plants and plant-based technology.
Yeah, I was.
Is there much going on in Michigan in terms of renewable energy, clean energy deals?
I don't know about that. We normally have not seen those deals, and I'm not sure we're anxious to see those kind of clean energy deals either. They're a long play and normally lots of money. So we're staying away from those. We are, let's see, we are doing some deals in, I already mentioned wearable. Occasionally we get some ending like consumer type deals. Like we invested in a company that I'm sure you heard of, called, I'm pulling a blank on it right now. It's on the music market right now, and it's getting a lot of good traction on it. Boy, just meant I'll pull
Well,
it again.
we'll pass on that for now. So let's talk a little bit about if someone's interested in joining your group. You've already
Yeah,
told them that they have to have a high net worth, but
right.
I'm sure there's other things they have to do. I think they have to make I know what it was before. You have to make an annual commitment of money.
Yes, most of the groups have a membership fee to be in the
Yeah.
group, and the membership fee in us gives them access to side pitch with no extra charge. But there is a fee, and we typically will have 10 events a year that they can attend, some hopefully in person in the future, but or at least virtual right now, and get to meet other investors, and also a good part of our deal flow is coming from our investors that have their ears to the ground and run across things out there. It's quite often we'll get at least one or two more events, deal flow from our own investor groups, which are great, and syndicate with other groups around the state. Some of the companies we invest in were passed to us from another group and vice versa.
So in a typical deal, it could be 4 or 5 angel investors, could be different groups, could be 2 to 250,000, could be more, could be less, but in that
Yeah.
ballpark, right?
Most of the deals we're looking at are asking for either 250 up to $1.5 million, maybe 2 million. And most of the companies are pre-revenue or right at the cusp of beginning of revenue. If they're coming to us for a $5 million deal, we will not touch that.
That's a venture capital deal then, right?
Well, it better have most of the deal done. We want to come in with 250 or 500, a $5 million deal, and wait and see how long it takes to raise the rest of the 4.5 million. You know, that's a stretch and too much risk. It's already risky being a company pre-revenue. But yeah, we're looking for deals.
What's your website? How can people get more information on what you're doing?
Well, Birmingham Angels is under the website of Cityside Ventures, which is really the management for Birmingham Angels. We provide the back room and the management of Birmingham Angels. We're not doing funding into Cityside Ventures per se, even though we have some companies in their portfolio over there before I joined them. But Birmingham Angels is what we're managing, and then we'll be managing the fund when that gets launched for Great Lakes Angels as well. But so they would look citysideventures.com.
And like everybody else these days, no in-person meetings, but you can participate virtually, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And by our Birmingham Angel meetings are by invitation only, but every month we also conduct a couple educational seminars, one on introduction to angel investing for high net worth folks that like to learn what this is before they try and stick their toes in the water. Sign up for one of those or reach out to me and I'll send you an invite. The other one's an introduction to Birmingham Angels, so learn a little more about the group itself. But those are webinars or Zoom meetings we conduct as well with Q&A.
Okay, sounds great. David Weaver, man with many hats, but right now you can reach him through Cityside Ventures or Cityside Angels?
Cityside Ventures.
Ventures.com. Okay.
Traditional four-year students love Lawrence Technological University's thriving campus life, but LTU has always met non-traditional students' needs too. Lawrence Tech offers over 100 degree and certificate programs that can get adult students started or back on track. And most of our classes are conveniently offered evenings at our beautiful Southfield campus or online, so you can balance your social, family, and work life even while you power up your career. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.